Going into the 2023 archery season, I planned and prepared more than I ever have. I spent more time looking at velvet wreck bucks than ever before. I had many sleepless nights pondering what the season could bring. During scouting, there were several big bucks that piqued my interest. I spent countless hours analyzing their behavior and patterns. With opening day getting closer, I was mentally and physically prepared to earn an opportunity at a big buck.
So there will be a common theme throughout this hunt, and that's either the audio's bad or I do a horrible job at documenting the entirety of this hunt. And honestly, self-filming a hunt it's so hard. Like, it's one of the hardest things I've ever done, and I give props to anybody, mad respect to anybody that can self-film and that's super successful at it, because it's a task in itself, filming, and then it's a task in itself even being in the hunt. August 23rd was actually our very first full day, and it wasn't even that great of a day. It rained all day, but we did actually see 2 bucks that were, pretty solid bucks that I would love to pursue. We saw some elk, and so it was nice to, finally get after some of these bucks, and I was just excited to see what the rest of the week would hold.
Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of me going after these bucks up here. Got up really early, started my egg about 4:40, and at 6 o'clock made my way all the way to the top, and hopefully I can get up here to my classic knob and hopefully spot something up. I would love to find something nice today and watch them bed and go get aggressive. I'm gonna head up to my little glassing knoll and see what happens. Got into my glassing spot, and very first deer I see is the big 3. And then I look up above him, big guy is here, but big guy went up and over. Big 3 is still on this face. Today could get interesting. I have literally one of my target bucks just in the next basin, and I can make my way over slowly. I could potentially make this happen today. I actually started shaking a little bit just because I've seen this buck. This is the 4th time I've seen him now, and he's a huge 3, and I would be happy with him. I'm gonna stay eyes on him. Hopefully Kyle gets here soon. He has like an 1.5 hour hike to get up here, but that's exciting. That is very exciting. We're gonna wait and see what he does, and then I'm gonna make a move. Well, I lied. I have 4 bucks right now that I have scouted, and all 4 of them, yeah, I would put an arrow in them if given the opportunity. Absolutely. I also feel I need to make my own luck right now. Alright guys, so I've moved a little bit further north. I'm just 150 yards away from the top of this ridge line, and on the other side, those deer very well could possibly come out this afternoon. As I was sitting here, I was glassing, and I glassed up a bedded buck. As you can see, he's a solid 3, has good G2s, just crabby fronts, good mass. I kind of like him, to be honest with you, I really do. And I don't know, I've never shot a mule deer with my bow, and I just think that would be super exciting. We're gonna see what he does. I know he's gonna be bedded there for a little bit. He's not in the best spot for a stalk, so might hold out just for right now, and then back behind me, hopefully I can spot up some of those bucks coming back over, and hopefully they work back over. For right now, that's the update. It's about 11:30. Getting hungry. We're gonna do some of that Alpen fuel, and we're gonna do the caramel apple granola breakfast. I find that nutritious and delicious, and it only takes a little bit of water, 4 to 5 ounces, half cup, hot or cold, and you only wait 5 minutes, and it has 720 calories. This is gonna be an awesome meal to get my energy back up, some calories in me. We're gonna follow up the Alpen fuel with some of this Pearson Ranch beef sticks. Oof, the jalapeno venison. These are very, very good on the mountain. Yeah. Well, the afternoon was kind of slow. I watched that 1 3-point in his bed for hours. He finally got up at 4 and went down into the thickest stuff he could have found. So lost him, started running the ridgeline back to my south, and looked on this other side, and I have 2 bucks. The one's a pretty good 4-point. Not bad. The only unfortunate part is that they're both very far away, so that might have to be tomorrow's adventure if they stick around, but we will see. Right now, still eyes behind the glass, and hopefully we can turn something up that's a little bit closer. gonna go try to make a stalk on this 3-point. He's the same one that we saw the first time that we ever went up here. Could get interesting. I'm gonna just try to go down this one chute, and we're thinking it's gonna be like 100 yards away from him, from where I set up, and just give her hell, see what happens. Just officially put on a stalk though. Well, don't know what happened there. Kyle said he never saw him come out, and I'm literally right where he was, and he is gone. He is a ghost. It's crazy how they can walk into some thick stuff and see you later. He was bedded down and just got up and moved up a little bit, and I thought I could cut him off, and apparently not. That was fun. I know for a fact I was within 120 yards of him at one point in time. I guess that's how she goes. Just get back up to the top, which this is gonna suck because it's super steep all the way back up. But get up there. I'm super hungry. Get some food in me, some water, and maybe take the boots off and take a nice little nap. You never know. Could get froggy. That was cool, nonetheless. Right in front of me as well, and I don't want to blow those does to blow him out. This could get exciting already. Down in his first bed. These does are kind of coming down, so I think I'm gonna try to make a move on him right now. I'm gonna use my topography to stay hidden and then work up the backside of the ridge that he's basically on the top of, and then maybe come up and over and just ambush him or something. Whew, let's go. 440, and I have 3 bucks at the very top of this mountain range, and I'm damn near at the top of this mountain range, but 2 of them are shooters, so I have options. I definitely want to play out this big guy that I saw this morning and see what happens here, but if he doesn't come out within the next hour and a half, I might go after and put a stock on these other 2. They're nice bucks. Well, peeps, as you can tell, I have made it back to the vehicle, and yeah, I don't know where my arrow even hit. I have no idea. I was a dumbass, and I rushed my shot, and I set up all the cameras, got everything all done up, and from the camera angle, it looks like his vitals were all covered up, which they were from the camera angle. It was down lower and in a lower spot. I had to climb up, get on top of rock, and got better view of his vitals. I still have no idea where I hit. That's all right. Made it back to the truck. I forgot some things, and so I had to come all the way back to the truck. And I'm just gonna sleep here tonight, and then probably even get up earlier and get into the spot that I want to be, and hopefully we can get it done. What do you guys do to make yourself feel better after missing a buck? Do you turn on some good tunes or eat a good meal, or what do you guys do? This is a first for me, so I'm gonna listen to some Joe Rogan, get my mind in the mental capacity that I should be in, so tomorrow get up there, no mistakes, don't rush my shot, take it easy, patient, get it done. Well, today didn't start off so hot. Set my alarm for 3 o'clock, 3:05 and 3:10, and I snoozed all of them and eventually turned them off. I fell back asleep till 8 o'clock, and then I got out, was glassing into the basins from my truck, put some to bed. There's some that went to bed on this other side of me. I brought camp up, and it's clear down to my south and way back there, like a mile or 2, and I'm just up here where those deer were yesterday, and hopefully tonight's the night that they pick this spot to be out here in the evening. So, hope for the best. Up above me. He's a couple hundred yards away, but he's moving down towards me. So hopefully he comes right down where I need him to be. I might need to sneak and be a little bit safe and come down and sneak up into him. The wind is kind of swirling, but come on, baby.
So you know how I said no more mistakes? Well, 2 days in a row, this is exactly what happens. I make another mistake. So this 3-point is coming down. He's working right towards me. He's like 200 yards out, and there's a little hill between us, and I wanted to meet him at that hill, but I also wanted to beat him there. And unfortunately, that buck was standing right on top, had me pinned at 42 yards. I'm like crouching down in the sagebrush. I have my release on my D-loop, and I literally stand up and he bounds. And he bounded only like 15, maybe 10, 15 yards. And I just ranged for 52. I ended up shooting right underneath him. I went over and found my arrow. There was nothing on it, like clean miss. And so basically I was devastated. 2 misses in a row on 2 solid bucks. And yeah, I was down in the dumps at that point in time.
Oh shit. Dude, I just hit the big buck. I hit him. I don't know if I smoked him, but I hit him. It made a loud thud. I'm pretty sure I hit him 60 yards, and he's limping though, so I think I hit him. He's going into the big bowl in the oak brush. Well, no, I can't see him. I have to get up and over this hill. Well, guys, just found my arrow. No, it didn't penetrate that far. Shoot, he should be just right up and over here. Shoot. Got some blood, not a lot, but a little bit. I'm gonna keep following it. I've had some time to calm down. Went over, found my arrow, and that's exactly why it sounded like wood. I shouldered him, and here, just a second, I gotta take this phone call. I shouldered him,
it sounded just like I hit a 2x4. Went over, found my arrow, like a couple inches of penetration, if that. I saw him run off. That's a video, shaky video. I was hand holding everything and trying to, it was just a mess. I went up to where he biffs it in the video, and there's a couple little dots of blood, maybe about a quarter size, and that's about it. And then he ran off into private, so I can't go over there. I can maybe call the person and see if I can get permission to go in there, look for the blood, do something. But as of right now, that was the biggest buck of my life right there, and I shot him with my bow. It was not the ending I was hoping for. I wish I would have just shot him a little bit further back. As you can tell in the video, actually I don't know if the GoPro got it really good, but he was kind of quartering away. I felt awesome. I wasn't even shaking. I was calm. Felt good. Let her rip. Sound like a 2x4. So I'll be back tomorrow. I have to go home right now, so that's awesome. But probably be back tomorrow morning and just try to find this buck again. He is a huge buck. I need to keep tabs on him. I need to be up here, and it pains me to leave him right now, but I have to go do some family stuff. But I'll be back. I don't think he's gonna go die. I think he's still fine and running around after those does. So I'll be back tomorrow and see how this goes. So came back over, just try to find more blood, and I can't find any blood. I even followed it all the way through the oak brush, and I'm just on the outside of the oak brush. It's just down below me, and there's a fence line just right over here, and I can't cross it. So this is just a bummer. Pissed. That was a killer buck. That was a sweet buck, big buck. And I did everything correctly. I literally manifested that whole thing. Kept ranging this exact rock. He came out 5 yards away from the rock that I kept on ranging, 63 yards. And I manifested 63 yards. I manifested, just closed my eyes, dreamt of how I wanted it to go, and it was almost literally picture perfect. Just not a dead deer at the end of the road. But I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for him as I walk out of here, and then just be back in the morning. What'd you say? Of course I am. He's out in the open. Yes. How did that happen? This other 4-point isn't bad either, though. No. Yeah, you tear that tree up, bud. You get him. Get it.
So as I was heading out that night, I actually ran into a gentleman that had been following along the stories, and he knew that I had just shouldered a big 4-point. And so I run into him, and he's like, hey, you want to see something? And he shows me these videos of that 4-point rutting doe still. And yeah, he had a little bit of a limp, but it was nothing major, and he was still running around, and he was going after these does. So I felt at that moment in time that I was okay to go after another buck. And, you know, anything that got me excited, it kind of gave me the reassurance that I was okay to pursue something else.
I'm just in my glassing spot. I'm a little bit lower. I'm looking up into a couple different drainages, and there's one big bowl back on the other side of me, and then back behind me is another big bowl and a couple finger drainages. Fingers crossed we find the big boy and or see something. Guys, I can hear some bucks grunting right behind me. I can even hear them. They're right behind me right now. I'm gonna grab my phone after and see what it is. But he's a cool buck. I've never seen him before. I heard him grunt coming around, and he's right here below me. Guys, I did it. I just did it. I 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 just killed a buck. He's not dead yet, but he's going to be. I worked so hard for this. He's not the giant I was after, but he is a cool buck. I worked so damn hard for this, and it's happening right now in front of my eyes, and he's on a trail right now, bleeding out, and he's gonna die. I can't believe it. I'm shaking so much.
You know, after giving him about an hour, I realized I had to put another one in him, and I was just tired of seeing him suffering. With Kyle and Chad there, they were able to get me right up above him, and I had a shot at that point in time. I had to work all the way around him, and finally got up above him, and I was able to put one more lethal shot right through him.
Smoked him. Smoked him. He's dead. Woo! Atta boy, Wes. Nice.
And that buck was a warrior, man. He wasn't ready to go, and as I was walking up on him, he was taking his last breaths, and that was actually the first time I'd ever experienced something like that. And as he was taking his last breath, I had my hand sitting right on his back, and I won't ever forget that feeling. And that feeling is something that will stick with me for forever, and makes me more appreciative and more thankful to be able to go out in God's country and pursue his animals. And it's, something that I really can't describe. It's a feeling that is one of a kind, and it's very unique, and I will cherish that for the rest of my life.
There he is. Look at that buck. Look at the cheater. He's a freak on this side. Wait till you guys see everything he's got going on. What is that? And then, oh, little droppy eye guard. Oh my goodness. Little, oh my goodness. Thank you, gents.
Dude,
thank you for your help.
Man, it's a sweet buck.
Bad.
That's insane. That deer is nutty. He is so nutty. Yeah.
It's 2.
Oh, it's 2?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I saw that from up there. He's
What?
got a triple eye guard. You can call
What?
Dude, that deer's a freak.
That deer is so bad.
That is your type of deer.
That deer is so bad. First Utah mule deer with the bow right there.
Congrats, dude. That's freaking cool.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly have to thank my beautiful wife, Jess. Without her, I don't get to do the stuff that I get to do. I don't get to pursue my dream. I don't get to meet the people that I meet. I don't get to experience the things that I get to experience. And my wife is a huge factor behind my success this season. And that's just the type of person that she is. She's just very loving and caring, and she's my rock, man. Like, she's my biggest supporter, and she believes in the dream as much as I do. And I strongly encourage anybody that's sitting with a family member right now, or your significant other, or whoever it may be, you turn to them, you give them a hug, and you tell them you love them, because you just never know when it's your last day. And I'm just so appreciative of my buddies, my family, just everybody that was a part of this whole experience. Like, the ups and downs through this hunting season was something that I will never forget, and something that I will always cherish. And to get my first archery mule deer buck here in my home state of Utah, it was the goal that I had from the very beginning. And to be able to say that I accomplished it, like, it hits me right here. And I'm just so thankful for everybody that's watching this right now, for you guys following along with everything that I do and supporting the brand. It literally means the world to me. And I'm here to tell you, like, if you have a thought, anything that you want to pursue in your life, go after it, because you don't know the doors that are going to open up. You have no idea what amazing experiences that life could hold for you. And for those of you that have stuck around for the whole video, I'm here to tell you, hard work pays off.